Everybody, Ralph Havens here. And, I was talking to a friend of mine. He's an acupuncturist, works for a nutrition company and a supplement company a while back. And he was saying the biggest thing, the most searched for thing when people are looking for help with supplements and that sort of thing is anxiety, help with anxiety. It's well known that this is a big issue, but it's little understood. Like, how do you actually shift it? Everybody's talking about it, the anxiety thing. I myself had an anxiety and sweaty hand thing for many years. And we all know that how we think affects how we feel. But what almost no one understands is about how anxiety, and if you have conditions like sweaty hands, there's a concept called hierarchy of protection. And it's something that you got to understand if you're going to be getting to the root cause of what's in the way of anxiety. So, even if you can't stop thinking about your anxiety, or you have thoughts racing through your head, if you're still getting to the root cause, the thing that's the highest level of protection in the body, you can still clear it. So, you don't have to suffer from anxiety or sweaty hands for the rest of your life, no matter what your age. When I was up until the first 37 years of my life, I was suffering from that, the anxiety, sweaty hand thing. But I thought I wanted to not be an old guy that was dealing with the anxiety stuff. And so I know it's crazy. We're used to thinking that, with anxiety, you need to try to learn to meditate or be in the now, or somehow just try to relax, or, take the right supplement. And while a lot of that can be important, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets today that's going to revolutionize the way you think of healing, not just anxiety, but healing in general. And, when I was searching for, I don't know if I was searching for a cure to anxiety or to get rid of the sweaty hand thing, but I think deep down I knew there had to be a way to shift this. And I guess a miracle happened. I got to where I used to run a lot. I still run quite a bit, but I used to run a lot, 70 plus miles a week. And part of it was it helped me relax. But there was a time when I was 37 years old when I couldn't run for about 8 months. And I tried a lot of different things, and my anxiety was off the charts. And luckily I found a type of therapy. The woman that first treated me with this, she put one hand on my foot and said, "You have a problem with your arteries." And she worked on me for 2 hours. And a couple of days later, I went for a run, and I was able to run again after 8 months of not being able to run. Well, the interesting thing was I kept getting lots of treatment for that sort of thing. I started to actually do a lot of those courses and learn this new way of looking at the body, that there's a hierarchy of protection, and you want to clear the most important things that the body's protecting you from. And when I started doing that for myself and taking a lot of classes to learn this to do for others, my teeth started healing. So I didn't get into this work specifically thinking I'm going to fix anxiety with this treatment, but I was doing it to get rid of a physical condition, and my body was protecting my arteries. And so as that cleared, then my body started healing, even my teeth. I quit having cavities. After 37 years of having cavities, I no longer have cavities now. And I'm actually turning 60 years old in a couple of days. So the body can heal if you get to the root cause of things. So my name is Ralph Havens. I'm a medical intuitive, and I've studied with many different medical intuitive healers. And I've actually solved the anxiety thing for myself. And I've even gotten rid of the sweaty hand thing that I had for many, many years. So what is this way to solve anxiety and even the sweaty hand things? It's a process that I found and I developed over the years. I call it the End Anxiety Forever process. And it's a way to systematically find and clear the root causes of anxiety. The reason your body is having the anxiety or the sweaty hands, or whatever condition you're having. Like when I had the leg spasm, or I had problems with my teeth. And so finding the reason the body's doing that. So I'm going to share with you 3 secrets about this End Anxiety Forever process, because I really want this to be something that people can get in a way that's accessible to them, that they can actually use. So that you can notice how fast you can be at ease in your own body, in your own life, and end anxiety forever for you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, that, you've tried meditation or healing work before and it just hasn't worked, But again, I'm going to show you a great way you can immediately incorporate this into your everyday life and get amazing results. So the first secret is that traditional meditation or treatments and even supplements and that sort of thing is only really trying to get rid of symptoms, whether you're using pharmaceuticals or natural supplements or meditation techniques. Trying to get away from the symptom isn't the way that I found to do it. The big idea here is just trying to cover up a symptom, whether using a natural thing or a pharmaceutical thing is, or just trying to relax isn't enough, because you've got to get to the root cause. You got to get to what your body's protecting you from. And there's a hierarchy of protection. The body, in my case, was doing a lot to protect an artery. That's a very important structure in the body, right? So the important thing here is finding and fixing these root causes, what your body is protecting you from, and clearing that. And then you can clear the anxiety and sweaty hand things. Now, the other thing is, the second secret I would say is that your body has a very deep internal wisdom, and it's doing what it's doing for a very good reason. And sometimes it's not a physical thing. So I had a client many years ago who came to see me with lots of headaches, neck pain, and back pain. And when I did my medical intuitive scan, I found a deep grief in her lungs. And so I didn't ask her about it, didn't talk to her about it, but I did the techniques to release it. And her neck and back started getting better. And so she asked me the second session what we were doing, because it was making a difference, a real difference. And I told her what we had found. And that's when she told me that she had lost 2 of her kids. And so it made some sense, but just knowing why somebody has something is not really going to shift it. Just knowing the why doesn't mean it goes away, but there's a way to go to what the body's protecting and help it clear that. So the body will protect a deep spiritual pain at a much higher cost, even than a physical pain. So so finding that can be really key to somebody's anxiety, getting clear of anxiety, or even if you have sweaty hand things. So the third secret is that there's specific things you can do to get the root causes. But if your body is dealing with a certain toxin or certain sort of thing in the environment that's affecting you, and you stop that, it can make a big difference. There was a time when I couldn't run many years later from that first time, and I had severe bone pain. And I was starting to get a very deep depression. I mean, really deep depression. It wasn't just because I couldn't run. There was something else going on. And I was going to lots of practitioners, and they were telling me it was in my liver and in my GI tract and my kidneys, and make sure you go to the doctor and you don't have cancer or something. And I did go to a doctor, and she said, no, you don't have that, but I don't know what's going on. They were looking at all sorts of things. And what I finally found was a specific toxin. In my case, it was fluoride that had been put in the water in San Diego. And we stopped that. We got filters, we got spring water, and it started going away. And then I found a remedy, very specific remedy, that cleared that toxin out of my body. Now, there's many toxins that can be affecting somebody. And the key is to find out what somebody is doing. I've seen it from all sorts of different things in the environment. And if somebody's got something in their body that's affecting them big, it can cause the anxiety. And clearing that can be really big. You could do all the physical work and all the deep spiritual work. And but if you're dealing with a toxin and it's causing anxiety, it could be as simple as that. So so there's specific ways to find that, and specific ways to clear it. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. It's like, if this is so revolutionary or so good, why have you never heard of it before, you know? Well, the tricky thing is that most practitioners and healers only have one piece of this puzzle, or they're just trying to get rid of symptoms like we talked about. And most are thinking in terms of, most are not thinking in terms of like, why is your body having the anxiety or the sweaty hands? You know, that's a question that little kids ask all the time. You say something and they go, why? And why, Daddy? And then you tell them why, and they're like, well, why? And then they keep going, why? And it's kind of can be annoying or frustrating sometimes, but when you think of it, it's a really cool question. Like, when somebody has a certain symptom, why? And if somebody's breaking down and having anxiety, why? What is the body doing? Why is it doing that? What I found is the body's doing it for very good reasons. So what I'm talking about, this approach that I'm using, that I've used for myself and for my clients, it's a complete look at you and your being, and seeing what is really going on, what is truly in the way of you solving this, and how to clear it and end anxiety forever. And, you know, when I was, a few months ago, I was starting to think, what did I do to get rid of anxiety? You know, it's like, I've got lots of different ways to do it. And if somebody sees me one-on-one, we can do this. We can solve it. And when I thought to myself, I thought I got lots of treatment. So what I did was I created a 30 sessions in 30 days program. And we just finished the first round of it. And it's been revolutionary. It's been amazing. We've gotten great results with people, lots of great emails, and it's been awesome. And I've set it up with the way that I can do this with the medical intuitive work. So I can tell you more about it if you're interested. But basically, I set it up so that with a 15-minute session once a day for 30 days in a row, people can have a big shift. And we had quite a few people reporting significant decreases or elimination of anxiety. Now, I can't guarantee that for anybody. You know, I don't know you. I can't presume to know you just over the internet. But we've seen some great results. So if you're interested in that, you can experience it firsthand by using these techniques that we're talking about. And you can learn this End Anxiety Forever process. It's going to be 30 sessions in 30 days. And you can feel a change each day as you do these techniques. And if you show up for the 15 minutes and then do the simple thing that I give you to do each day, you can notice a change in your life. And so what this is going to do is to help you end anxiety forever. And if you're dealing with sweaty hands, to solve the sweaty hand thing. And I, as a medical intuitive who has done this for myself and clients, what I do is find and clear root causes, what somebody's body's protecting them from so they can heal naturally. So that's why I created this 30 sessions in 30-day program. If you would like that, you can go to the link. There'll be a link in this video later or at the end of in the description. I'll put it in the comments. And, you know, I don't even know how long I'm going to be keeping this 30 sessions in 30 days End Anxiety Forever program available. And I'll probably increase the prices because it's got a lot of stuff in it. But if you're interested in this and you want to go ahead and do this, then it's here for you now. And it's just be awesome if you're in there. I also have an Enlighten Up and Get What You Want masterclass. But today what I'm talking about is the 30 sessions in 30 days, End Anxiety Forever, no more sweaty hands. So it's amazing. I can't wait to see you on the inside. So I'll look for you. I'll look for you then. And yeah, I think it's at autoimmuneanswers.com/End Anxiety Forever now. But I'll put the link in the descriptions and up here later. All right, everybody. Let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Bye now.